mind. You there! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Isran needing someone else's help. Never thought. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. Have you... Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me... Vampire? That... Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me. We need to stop this creature before it kills again. We need to stop this creature before it kills again. Watch yourself. This bear is vicious. Where'd you come from? Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's Of course. He's been working on that place for his own little fortress. I'll meet you there. I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard. I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
get back to work. Where are they? You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Just look around, will you? Isran? No, you must be mistaken. He made it I find it hard to believe he's... Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse... Vampire... Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampire... Well, what are they up to? Well, I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case... All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Fine, fine. I can't afford to forget about this work, though. Some very interesting application. Now, where is it I'm supposed to... Ah, I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Hope you're getting along with this one. Takes some getting used to.
Cozy little place, isn't this?
Yeah? Soreen needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
Fight well.
Here we are. It begins. I fear for what is to come. You know as much as I do. Isran had a surprising stockpile of weapons. It's no war maidens, but I've got a decent supply. Keep yourself armed and protected as best you can. Keep yourself armed and protected. I've discovered the whereabouts. Destroying the head vampire is usually sufficient to scatter its minions, though it's best to Alright, I'll take note. He'll mind you and us Dawnguard, but there's no accounting for other. And heed also this. He's no pet. Mistreat the beast or leave him alone for too long. Now, you be careful with the creature.
Need something?
Yes?
Until next time.
I knew it would come to this one. Only what I've back in this wound up turning. Their job was to keep the Jarl's son contained within. They took it seriously. They were eventually forced to put him down. The Jarl banished them, fought vampires wherever they found them. I aim to continue that mission. Keep your eyes open. This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
Probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but it's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled on... It's pointless and vague, like all prophecy. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot. Was I wrong? Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend? Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. You better know. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it. You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, whatever it says, it will have something that can help. But of course, Neither of us can... Well, the moth priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away. In Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your moth priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before the wizards know about all... Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with it. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I mean, you'd figure... Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. I guess so. That's... I guess... We kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molik Bal. She... was not a willing subject. Molik Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and for those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift. But they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. Nobody's ever asked me that before. I think mostly I hate what it's done to my family. Well, and it all... It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift. Especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here. And I'm alive. I won't give this up. The tale of the great moth priest hunt. If you think it'll help.
I knew it would come to this. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.